Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn a beautiful poem from Honeydew class 7, that is Meadow Surprises. So here in this video I will read the poem, then explain the poem line by line, then we'll have the rhyme scheme and the poetic devices. Right? So we are familiar with the word meadow, isn't it children? Right? So meadow is a flat grassland. And what do you mean by surprise? Yes, if any unexpected event happens, like your father bringing you a very big teddy bear, so that is a surprise for you, isn't it? So now let us know about the poet who has written this poem. So here's Louis Brandt Phillips. So Louis Brandt Phillips is an American poet, playwright, editor, and author of children's stories. Phillips was born on June 15, 1942 in Lowell. Since 1977, he has served as Professor of Humanities at the School of Visual Arts in New York City, where he teaches creative writing. Phillips has authored around 50 books for children and adults, including 5 collections of short stories and several volumes of poetry. His full-length plays have been performed in various New York City and American regional theaters. Right, now let us read the poem. Meadow Surprises. Meadows have surprises. You can find them if you look. Walk softly through the velvet grass and listen by the brook. You may see a butterfly rest upon a buttercup and unfold its drinking straws to sip the nectar up. You may scare a rabbit who is sitting very still, though at first you may not see him, when he hops you will. A dandelion whose fuzzy head was golden days ago has turned to airy parachutes that flutter when you blow. Explore the meadow houses, the burrows in the ground, a nest beneath tall grasses, the ants' amazing mound. Oh, meadows have surprises and many things to tell. You may discover these yourself if you look and listen well. Meadows have surprises. Meadow means a flat area of grass. Surprise is wonder. You can find them if you look. Walk softly through the velvet grass. Softly is gently. Velvet is silken or the soft. And listen by the brook. Brook is stream of water. By the brook means close to the stream of water. So here we come across people, if they look at the meadows, they can find wonderful things that a meadow has. And it's also pleasure for the people when they look at it. You can find them if you look. If you look at these meadows with full of concentration, you can see wonderful things. So what are the wonderful things which we can see? When you walk on the soft velvet grass, when you walk through this grass which is very soft, and when you listen to the brook, brook is the stream of water. When the stream of water is flowing, when you concentrate and listen to it, you can hear the sound. You can hear the sound of the water, and that is very pleasant and very wonderful sight, and also it's very pleasant to hear the sound, right? You may see a butterfly rest upon a buttercup. Rest is perching. Perching is sitting. Buttercup is a wild plant with bright yellow cup-shaped flowers. And unfold its drinking straws. Unfold is open up. To sip the nectar up. Nectar is the sweet liquid. So here you come across in this second stanza, the poet describes a beautiful sight. So what is the beautiful sight in the meadow? That you can see a butterfly. It is comfortably placed upon her buttercup. So buttercup is the petals or the flowers, and that flower is having full of nectar. So what does this butterfly do? It unfolds its drinking straws, that is, it opens its drinking straws to sip the nectar from the flower. So it sips the nectar. So this is another, in the second stanza here the poet describes a beautiful sight of the butterfly sucking the nectar from the flowers. You may scare a rabbit who is sitting very still. So scare is frighten, still is quiet. Though at first you may not see him, when he hops you will. So when you are walking on that meadows, you can see a rabbit. Actually the rabbit is sitting still, very quiet it is. And when you are walking on that meadow, the rabbit gets frightened, and that rabbit, it hops and it goes off from there. So when the rabbit is hopping or when it jumps and runs, when you look at that particular scene, it is really very pleasant to see that particular scene. Very wonderful scene it is, seeing the rabbit jumping or taking small steps and jumping, right? A dandelion whose fuzzy head, fuzzy means soft and fluffy, was golden days ago means a few days before, has turned to airy parachutes. Airy means moving with air, and parachutes is umbrella like, that flutter when you blow. Flutter means move in air. So in the third stanza here, the poet describes the sight of birds transforming into flowers. Okay, so what are these dandelion? These are the flowers which are bright yellow in color, and these flowers, they appear golden in color several days ago. Okay, actually they'll be in golden color, and they have bloomed and they flutter as you go near the flower and blow at them. So they flutter means like as the bird, it flutters its wings when it is flying, it flutters its wings. Like that, when you go near this flower and blow air, then the petals of this dandelion flower, they move in the air, and it is like airy parachutes. Explore the meadow houses. Explore means to find out. The burrows in the ground. Burrows is the holes which are made by animals such as rabbits who live in it. A nest beneath tall grasses. The ants' amazing mound. Amazing means wonderful. Mound means a pile of earth. So here the poet desires to explore the habitats made by the different animals who live in the meadows. Some animals like rabbits make burrows in the ground, and birds make nests in tall grasses and trees. The ants make wonderful houses inside the mounds. Right? Oh, meadows have surprises and many things to tell. So, meadows, again here the poet, he repeats the fact that meadows have surprises and many things to tell. So, these meadows have many things to tell us. So, when we observe, you can see all this. So, the sounds which are made by the brook and also the birds, everything that makes us to hear and that surprises us. You may discover these yourself. So when you are observant, when you closely observe the meadows, you can understand it. You understand it by yourself. If you look and listen well, so when you look at the meadows and when you listen to the sound, then only these meadows are beautiful for you. They are wonderful for you to see it. Right? Now let us move on to the rhyme scheme. Meadows have surprises. You can find them if you look. Walk softly through the velvet grass and listen by the brook. So for the rhyme scheme, you need to take the last word of the line and see the rhyming words. So surprises, it is ending with s. Look, k sound. Grass, s sound. And brook, k sound. So for the first sound surprises, we give a. And look is b. And grass is ending with s sound, which is similar to surprises. So we give it as a. And brook, it is ending with k sound, and the second line look is also k sound, so we give it as b. So the rhyme scheme of the first stanza is a b a b, right? Now the second stanza. You may see a butterfly, so ending with the word is butterfly. Rest upon a buttercup, so butterfly cup. Then and unfold its drinking straws, sir. Then to sip the nectar up, per sound. So butterfly, first one we will give it as a. Then the next word buttercup, it is not rhyming with butterfly, so we give it as b. Then straws, it is not at all rhyming with the other two words, then we'll go with c. Then up, per sound, so it is going with the second line word, that is cup, buttercup. So b. So the second stanza, the rhyme scheme is A, B, C, B. So here the rhyming scheme of the first stanza and second stanza is different. So that means the poet has used different rhyme scheme for the stanzas. Now let us see the third one. You may scare a rabbit who is sitting very still. So rabbit, t sound. Sitting still, l sound. Though at first you may not see him, m sound. When he hops, you will, l sound. So rabbit, a. Then still is not rhyming with rabbit, so we give it b. Then him is not rhyming with the other two words, so we give it as c. Then will is rhyming with still, so we'll give it as b. So the third stanza is a, b, c, b, right? A dandelion whose fuzzy head does sound, was golden days ago, O sound, has turned to airy parachutes, s sound. Then that flutter when you blow, O sound. So head does sound, a we will give. Then ago, not rhyming with d, does sound, so we'll give it as b. Parachutes, s sound is not rhyming with d and o sound, so we'll give it as c. Then blow is rhyming with ago, so we give it as b. So the rhyme scheme of this stanza is a, b, c, b. Clear? Then explore the meadow houses, s sound. Then that will give it as a. The burrows in the ground, d sound, not rhyming with s, so we'll give it as b. A nest beneath tall grasses, s sound is rhyming with houses, so for houses we gave a, so for this also we'll give as a. The ant's amazing mound, d sound is rhyming with ground, d sound, so b. So the rhyme scheme of this stanza is a, B, A, B, right? Now the last stanza. Oh, meadows have surprises, s sound, and many things to tell, l sound. So for surprises, s sound, a. Tell is not rhyming with s, l sound is not rhyming with s, so we'll give it as b. You may discover these yourself, f sound, is c we will give because it is not rhyming with the other two words. The last one, if you look and listen well, l sound. So tell well. So for tell we have given b, so well also will give b. So the rhyme scheme of this stanza is a, b, c, b. So here the poet has used two different rhyme schemes. One is a, b, c, b and a, b, a, b. Right. Now we'll move on to the poetic devices. So the first poetic device is alliteration. So that is, the meaning of alliteration is, it is the occurrence of same sound in the beginning of adjacent words or closely placed words. So in the third stanza you can see the second line, sitting very still, sir and sir, sitting very still. So that sir is a consonant sound, right? Then fourth line, he hops, her sound. So this is alliteration. And in the sixth stanza, fourth line, look and listen, l and l. So these three are here sir, here next line her and l. So this is alliteration. Now we'll move on to the next poetic device, that is metaphor. So what is metaphor? It is a figure of speech in which a word or phrase literally denoting one kind of object or idea is used in place of another to suggest a likeness. So two words we will be having. So one word or that particular kind or idea that is placed next to it, and that suggests the likeness. Likeness is same, similar. So without using like or as. So that is called as metaphor. So here we have in the first stanza velvet grass. So this velvet grass, what is this? Grass is as soft as velvet. So the softness of grass is compared to velvet. So that is metaphor. So without using like or as, so here the softness of grass is compared to velvet. So that is metaphor. Next one is airy parachutes. The petals of dandelion flowers appear as if they are parachutes flying in the air. So the petals of these flowers, they are compared to parachutes. Okay. So here airy parachutes is the petals of dandelion flowers, they appear as if they are parachutes flying high in the air. And these petals of this dandelion flowers, here we are comparing with the parachutes. So airy parachutes, that is a metaphor. So this poem, it deals with the beauty of nature and it teaches us to discover new things about nature, isn't it? I hope you all have understood, children. Thank you.